With all the latest big talking points, news and discussion from the football world, this is Football Central. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the last Football Central of the season, and in some way, it is an end of an era because this is the last weekly show. But of course, as you know, we will be continuing it next season with the new format. With the aim is to have one show a month. But anyway, as I said, hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, TubeMix, and obviously this is on the TubeMix YouTube channel. So hello, everybody. And joining me is Sam Taylor. Good afternoon, Sam.
Hello on this very emotional day.
It is, yeah, it does. It does feel quite, emotional, yeah.
Flaming egg.
Well, and the fact it's the end of the season, I think, as well, which...
But very exciting day with European places up for grabs and for both the Europa League and the Champions League. I don't know if that Conference League coming into our league, but
yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Why we need it, I don't know why. Because
which teams? Well, so what teams get in that then?
Whoever finishes seventh.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought whoever finishes seventh normally goes into the Europa League qualifier.
They do, but it's been swapped out for this Conference League.
Oh, right, okay. Right,
yeah, I watched a video about it yesterday in the car, and it sounds like a load of shit, to be honest. I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Carry on.
Shall we introduce our guest, Will? I'll hand back to you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sam. And as well as Sam Taylor, I'm also joined by Mr. JLIWheels. Good afternoon.
Hello, how are we all? Yes, very emotional today. The last one of the weekly format. And also, very sadly as well, because it's been a great season this season, the last one of the season. Looking forward to it. Definitely not a guest. I'm a co-host. By the way, thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
We're all Will's guests, really.
No. As far as I'm concerned, you're hosts.
Well, we do more than you do, mate. That's about right. But yeah, no, plenty riding on this final day. 2 Champions League spots. 3 teams that could possibly do it, and there's also the Europa League and the UECL, the Conference League place, up for grabs as well. So plenty to digest.
Absolutely.
In the 20 minutes to 15 minutes we've got. So let's not waste any more time. Over to you, Will.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. So everyone is playing today in the Premier League as it's the last day of the season. And of course, that is to avoid any fixing of the
Well, it's
fixtures.
not just fixing. It's not just match fixing. It's also to avoid so that everybody still has things to play for. Because like, say if like Chelsea played before Leicester or Liverpool and they won, then Leicester and know that they couldn't get into the Champions League before they started their match. So it's to avoid all that as well.
Yeah, it keeps it competitive, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Which is how it should be.
Yes, ESL, it's how it should be.
Right, and they're all kicking off at 4 o'clock. So the first game is Arsenal v Brighton. do we give team news to all the matches? Do you think, or
if we do, I'll do it because I'm quicker than you will.
right? Yeah. That's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
over to JLIWheels.
Let's do it. That's a good idea.
Right. Okay. So,
I'll get it up as well.
Arsenal versus Brighton. Thank you, Sam. Arsenal versus Brighton. For Arsenal, we've got Leno in goal with a back four of Chambers, Holding, Gabriel and Tierney. In midfield, it's Partey and Xhaka with Odegaard as the attacking, and Pepe and Smith Rowe out wide with Aubameyang up front. On the bench, Saka, Ceballos, Lacazette, Runarsson, Cedric, Mari, Elneny, Nketiah and Martinelli. For Brighton, Sanchez in goal with a back four of Burn, Dunk, Webster and White. In midfield, it's Jakob Mulder, Yves Bissouma, Pascal Gross and Alireza Jahanbakhsh with Alexis McAllister just behind Leandro Trossard. On the bench for, oh my god, there's lots of names that I don't know if I can even pronounce. On the bench, we've got Carbonwick, Connolly, Lallana, Alzate, Percy Tau, Jason Steele, Caicedo, Shaqiri and McGill.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, JLIWheels.
And the next match I've got up on my screen, it's not quite the same as Jordan, but it's the Leicester Tottenham match that's come up first for me. So
right,
I'll
okay,
do that
hit
one.
it away then, Sam.
Leicester are playing a 3-4-1 formation. 3-4-1-2 formation with Kasper Schmeichel in goal, Castagna, Wesley Fofana and Sayinju as a back three, Mark Albright, Yuri Tillemans, Ndidi, Thomas, James Maddison in behind, Kelechi Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy. For Tottenham, it's Hugo Lloris, Reguilon, Toby Alderweireld, Davinson Sanchez, and Doherty, Winks and Højbjerg, Son, Ali, Bergwijn and Kane. And I haven't got the bench, unfortunately.
Well, I'll tell you the bench if you want.
Oh,
Okay.
I've got it. On the bench, Wes Morgan, Danny Ward, Perez, Amati, Chowdhury, Pereira, Mendy, Pratt, Fuchs. For Tottenham, it's Bale, Lamella, Hart, Rodon, Dyer, Lucas, Vinicius, Scarlett, and John.
Yeah. Next game of any importance is Liverpool versus Palace. Obviously, they're all important. I mean, in terms of what we're talking about, you know, the Champions League race. So, for Liverpool in a 4-3-3, it is the usual back four this season of Alisson, Trent, Nat Phillips, Williams and Robinson. In midfield, Thiago, Fabinho and Wijnaldum, with the front three being Salah, Firmino and Mane. On the bench for Liverpool, it's Milner, Adrian, Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jones, Jota, Tsimikas, Shaqiri and Neco Williams. For Palace, also a big day today. Obviously, they're last with Roy Hodgson and potentially at least half of their actual squad. Playing for them is Gaeta in goal with a back four of Ward, Tompkins, Cahill and Mitchell. In midfield, it's Kouyaté, McCarthy, Riedewald, and a front three of Townsend, Ayew and Zaha. On the bench, Butland, Van Aanholt, Mateta, Slup, Klein, Kelly and Saki. I don't know. Never heard of him
Have you done Wolves Man United? Did we start
I haven't yet. Go with that.
Okay,
All right,
right.
I'll do
So,
that.
shall I do that?
Yeah, go
for
for it.
Okay, so for Wolves, it's Rui Patricio in goal with Bolly, Cody, and Sice. Nelson Semedo, Dodonka, João Moutinho, and El Nori. Neves, Traore, and Fabio Silva. So that's for Wolves. On the bench, Hoiver, Marcel, De Silva, Morgan Gibbs White, Vitinha, Ruddy, Kelman, and Sondergaard. Right, for Manchester United, Dean Henderson in goal, with Brandon Williams, Eric Bailly, Axel Tuanzebe, and Alex Tellers making up defence. A midfield duo of Nemanja Matic and Donny van der Beek. Diallo, Mata, and James, and Anthony Elanga up top. On the bench, Lindelof, Rashford, Greenwood, Grant, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Hannibal, Menjabri, a young player, Will Fish, and Shature. And that concludes your teams for that one.
Who's our striker?
Elanga.
Who's he?
He started the other week, didn't he?
What wasn't the last game? The game before that he did, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. I've got West Ham, who are fighting for the Europa League against Southampton.
Okay, go for that
go
then.
For it.
In goal, Lucas Fabianski returns for West Ham. It's Kufal, Dawson, O'Connor, and Cresswell making up defence. Soucek and Rice in midfield as anchors, and then Bowen, Lingard, and Fornals behind Mikel Antonio. For Southampton, it is McCarthy in goal, Salisu, Vestergaard, Bednarek, and Kyle Walker-Peters. And then in midfield, it is Tamaki. How do you say his name?
Takmuri. I don't know who he is. Hang on. I'll tell you in a minute. Hang on.
Playing on the left.
Oh, Minamino.
No.
Yeah,
well, it says Minamino here from what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Minamino.
Oh, right, because I didn't know his first name. And then Diallo, James Ward-Prowse, Stuart Armstrong, Danny Ings, and Nathan Redmond. On the bench is Valbuena, Yarmolenko, Ben Rama, Way, Noble, Diop, Ryan Fredericks, Ben Johnson, Randolph, and Odubayako, flipping out. For Southampton, it's Stevens, Romeo, Gineppo, Obafemi, Teller, Walcott, and do bloody hell, and Dulu, Foster, and Ferry. Right, okay.
Okay, I'll do. Well, I think there's only two more after this. I'll do.
I didn't enjoy that at all.
In true Football Central fashion, we're struggling to pronounce some of the names.
They are ridiculous, some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are hard work.
Absolutely.
So, Aston Villa versus Chelsea.
Okay.
With Villa the home team. We'll start with Villa's team. We've
Take
got
it away.
Martinez in goal with Konsa, Courtney Howes, Tyrone Mings, and Matt Target. In midfield, McGinn and Nakamba with Grealish behind Watkins, with Traore and El Ghazi the wide men. Ollie Watkins, as I did mention, is up front on his own. On the bench, it's Tom Heaton, Neil Taylor, Douglas Luiz, Wesley, El Mohammadi, Keenan Davis, Jacob Ramsey. Oh God, there's some right names here.
Oh, blimey.
Philogene Bidis, and Chukwuemeka. I think it is Chukwuemeka. Right. For Chelsea. Some other dodgy names, but at least I know how to pronounce these. Edouard Mendy, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Antonio Rudiger, Cesar Azpilicueta, Mateo Kovacic, Jorginho, Chilwell, Pulisic, Mount, and Werner. On the bench, Ariza Balaga, Alonso, Christensen, Zuma, Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, Gilmore, and Havertz. And as you are the host, Will, do you want to do the final one with some importance, which would be Man City and Everton?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, JLIWheels. Right, so for Manchester City and
Sam didn't
Everton...
get a thank you.
What do you say?
Sam didn't get a thank you.
Oh, well, and thank you, Sam, but I meant because you obviously did that last result, so it just...
See the favourite.
Fine, carry on.
Never mind. Anyway, so for Manchester City, Ederson in goal, with the defence making up of Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ruben Dias and Alexander Zinchenko, with a midfield trio of Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho and Phil Foden, with Riyad Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling completing the starting 11. On the bench is Ake, Gundogan. No start for Sergio Aguero, which is a shame given that it's
his last game, isn't it?
Yeah. Stefan, Laporte, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Torres and Mendy. For Everton, Jordan Pickford in goal, with Mason Holgate, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey and Luca Dean to make the defence. A midfield trio of Doucouré, Allen and Davis, with Gylfi Sigurdsson, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. On the bench for Everton, Alex Iwobi, one of Sam's favourites.
Take him over Sancho, apparently.
I don't know what Sam was thinking. They must have been on the alcohol, I think. Nkunku, Bernard...
That's not his name. Nkunku.
Oh, well, he's quite a hard name to pronounce.
What did you say? Nkunku.
Bernard, Andre Gomez, Seamus Coleman, Jean Virginia, Robin Olsen and John. Kyle John.
Pause then, it's only John.
Oh, right.
Two goalies on the bench is a bit of a waste, isn't it?
It is a weird one, isn't it? Yeah.
Why did they not put another one of the young lads on? Oh well.
Oh, well, we do have some news that came through a couple of minutes ago. So Nick Pope will be having knee surgery. He'll be having a minor operation next week. And yeah, maybe he could potentially miss the Euros.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. I know it's only a minor operation, but depending on how it goes, he could miss out.
Yeah.
I think that means Pickford will definitely be number one at the Euros.
Yes.
If Pope But yeah, let's discuss the games of importance. Starting with Adam, Leicester and Tottenham.
Yeah.
Come on, Leicester.
Absolutely, yeah. Come on, Leicester.
Come on, Leicester.
What would be ideal, as a Chelsea fan, obviously, would be that Chelsea and Leicester get in, and Liverpool.
I don't think Liverpool deserve it, to be honest. I really don't.
No, they've been pretty poor all season. I think.
But if I was a betting man, I'd probably say Leicester are going to miss out. But who knows?
Yeah, it is going to be interesting, isn't it? Whether this is a case of, second time, history repeating itself for Leicester.
And I would like to ask, what was I going to say? what does? Oh, it is Leicester. Why has it got Palace on there? I don't know. I've obviously put it in wrong. Put it in twice. That's a bit disconcerting. If you're a Leicester fan on Sky or a Spurs fan, they've got the Leicester game. No wonder I couldn't see it down as the Crystal Palace Liverpool game, which is on 2 channels.
It might be like a picture-in-picture thing. You know, because there's a lot riding on that game.
You can do either, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But that's a bit misconcerting. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, everybody, if you're watching this and you want to watch the Tottenham Leicester game, the Liverpool game and Crystal Palace game is on as well. If you go to Sky Sports Football, it says Crystal Palace against Liverpool, but actually on that channel is Leicester v Tottenham. There we go. And just to cover, so I don't get any complaints, the Crystal Palace Liverpool game is actually on Sky Sports. If I can see it, it is Sky Sports Arena. I think it's so small.
Oh, right.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Sky Sports main event. So if you go to Sky Sports main event, you will be able to see Liverpool taking on Crystal Palace. But if you stick like me, want to watch a classic Leicester City side, or if you're, Chelsea have got a lot
of the Chelsea persuasion.
I think Chelsea have got a really hard game as well. I don't think going to Villa because they've got fans there will be easy.
Yeah, and Villa, they've done well, haven't they, against the big teams? Pulled some shocking results out the bag.
It's a difficult.
Sorry, I was just going to say while we're on the subject, every game is on Sky Sports. They all BT. The games on BT are Wolves, Man United, if you're a fan of those two, and Leeds United beat West Brom. Anyway, carry on.
What I was going to say was, for me, I think Chelsea have got enough to beat Villa, but it's gonna be a big ask. There's no denying that Dean Smith has done a great job, and
absolutely,
obviously in the post match, as it were, we're going to dissect every result and talk about every team. So I don't want to go too much into it.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
In terms of actual games, I think Liverpool and Wolves have got the hardest two in that Champions League race.
I don't know if Tottenham turn it on. Like they can.
But I just don't think that. I don't know. I get the feeling with Spurs that sometimes you watch them under Mason and they play great, and you can tell they really want to do well for him. And other times I just feel like they don't really care and they kind of want to jack it in.
Tottenham seem to be a bit of a funny team, don't they? At the moment.
Doesn't that make them a bit dangerous? Doesn't that make them dangerous?
No, it does. Yeah, no, it makes them dangerous. I'm not saying it doesn't make them dangerous. What I'm saying is that it's difficult to call in terms of. I think a much hungrier Leicester side are gonna absolutely batter Spurs.
Yeah.
Now, just as a point of interest, can somebody get the Premier League table up and just see how many goals the goal difference is between Leicester and Liverpool?
Right, so Leicester have got a goal difference of 20 as it stands, and what was the other team? Sorry. Liverpool have got a goal difference of 24.
And who scored more goals, Will?
Right, so goal difference, is that what you're meaning?
No, goals for.
No, he's after goals for.
Oh, 4. Oh, right, okay. Liverpool 66, Chelsea 57.
Leicester.
Leicester.
Oh, sorry, Leicester 66.
Oh right, so it could on goals for what have Liverpool got?
Liverpool have got 66, the same as Leicester.
So right, so if Leicester win 4-0, and Liverpool win 4-0, then the goal difference is going to be exactly the same.
Then it'd be record against, wouldn't it?
Or is it goals against?
Or would it go to? I think it goes to head if they end up on the same goal difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, we'll figure that out afterwards. Teams are out up and down the country. Here we go for just if you missed the team news as I'm watching the game, it is Casper Schmeichel in goal for the Foxes. A back three of Castagna, Fofana, Sayinchu. Yeah, keep going. Come on, keep going. Yeah. Oh, Brighton, Tillemans, and Didi and Thomas. With Madison in behind Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho. See if he can bag a hat trick today. So yeah,
Interesting.
so
Let's hope there's lots of goals in that one, because it has the potential to be an absolute classic.
Which have the BBC got any games today? Because they've had a few, haven't they, of late? Anyway,
I could do with some football to watch.
let's have a look, mate. I'll have a look for you.
Oh, right, okay.
The answer is
Probably not.
go to.
But of course,
keep chatting away there.
but of course, everybody, if you do end up missing the football matches, and of course, it's match of the day tonight on BBC One, and so Gary and Co, what have you covered?
Come here first for sure, because
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
As we said, we're gonna be dissecting all the games.
I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be great.
Sorry, mate, but the thing on BBC One is frozen right now.
Oh dear. How low can you go?
We're also gonna pick our England teams.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, because the Euros are not far away. 11th of June, everybody.
Discuss the Hall of Fame.
I would just like to say before we go as well, because the teams are about to start, and Harry Kane's got a big smile on his face.
Probably because he knows he's fucking off.
Facing his former club, of course, in Leicester. Anyway,
absolutely, who could forget? Bet we'll know that.
On loan. Anyway, what I will say is, up and down the country, enjoy the football fans, whoever you support.
Oh, it's great that the fans are back in for today.
Thank you for well done for getting through this difficult year. And I hope the football's kept me going. It's kept all of us going.
Absolutely.
So for one last time, the players take the knee for the last time, and I hope football's brought you joy and happiness in these times. And so yeah.
I'm gonna start crying in a minute.
Right, and shall we? On that note, they're about to kick off.
Absolutely. So we'll see you later.
All the best. May the best.
Whoever you support, all the best for those getting into Europe, and for every team, but especially for those that've got something on it. Good luck, George, with Chelsea, and yeah.
Good luck to the Foxes as well, and
good luck to every team playing today.
Yes.
Absolutely. Right, and we will see you. What do we think time-wise, boys?
I think about. Should we say about? I don't know, 6:30, 7.
Yeah, that sounds good. Would that be all right with you, George?
That's
Give
fine.
us time. give us time to digest things.
Absolutely. I'm really
Yeah,
looking forward to
absolutely.
that.
All right then, lads.
All the best.
Absolutely.
Take
All the
care,
best.
everyone.
And from all of us here,